GolfPass. So as we get closer to the hole, we've got all these different shots we can utilize around the green. I like to think of them as different tools that we have in our toolbox. Now, we're going to talk about hitting a flop shot. This is definitely a specialty shot, not one we should probably be using all of the time, which I definitely see some people doing, always hitting a flop shot around the green. But I want to talk about how to do it and when you can best utilize this shot. So a situation where you might hit this would be where maybe we have to hit up and over something, and or that pin is tucked very close to you, so there's not a lot of green to work with between the edge of the green and the pin. So setup wise, we want to make sure that we are getting lower to the ground. So I'm definitely going to be a little bit squattier. I'm going to also lower the handle of the club to the ground because our goal is to actually slide the club head underneath the golf ball. I've also got my highest lofted wedge, my 60-degree wedge here, which is going to help us with that. So our setup's going to look something like this. We're going to put the ball slightly ahead of center. I'm going to open the club face. So I'm going to open the club face and then put my grip on the club versus gripping it and then opening the face, because that's not going to help you out at all. We're going to open the face, and one key here is to make sure we set up closer to the toe of the club when we open that club face. Otherwise, it's very easy to hit some shots off of the heel, which is not going to be great. So we're lowering the handle of the club, we're getting a little bit lower to the ground, I'm opening that club face, and then we're really making sure we take a nice wristy but big swing. So one mistake I see people making is that they take a really short swing here, and it's just very challenging to either get the ball to go the correct distance or to get the club swinging enough underneath the golf ball. Now, my favorite drill for working on hitting flop shots is simply to use a tee. I'm going to tee the ball up about as high as I would for my driver. I'm going to go ahead and get my setup here, and our goal is to hit the tee out from underneath the ball. So I'm sliding the club head underneath the golf ball and knocking the tee out. The ball should not go anywhere. So let's see how we do this here. So if we use our wrists and we get that correct setup, it's super easy to scoop that tee out from underneath the ball. This will help you learn how to make great contact here to get those nice high flop shots. So let's hit one and see how that little drill worked for us. Yeah, so as you can see, we get that nice high soft shot that stops super quickly on the green. This is a great shot to use in certain situations, but just remember it shouldn't be used everywhere.